What is up? So we just had our Corolla Cross Hybrid video. That brings me to another question, which is, which one makes more sense? We're going to compare the Corolla Cross Hybrid to the RAV4 Hybrid, and we're going to ask which one makes more sense. So let's get into the video. So in the last video we talked about Corolla Cross Hybrid. It's a great option. It gets great gas mileage. It actually has decent power. It's actually pretty fun to drive. It sits up high enough. It's pretty safe. It's got all the safety features. It feels like that is replacing the old RAV4 as far as size. It's maybe a little bit smaller, and price point. The new RAV4, as you can see, is just a smidge bigger if you look at those together, and it's quite a bit more money. This this Corolla Cross right here is the top of the line. It's about $36,000. This RAV4 right here is also top of the line. You do get a lot more stuff with that. So to be fair, the RAV4 does come with a lot more features. It is a higher end vehicle than the Corolla Cross, but you're $43,614. So you're $7,000 more expensive on the RAV4 top of the line versus the Corolla Cross Hybrid top of the line. Also, this is not the most expensive. You can add more stuff onto this, like the big sunroof. This one does not have the 360 camera. This one might not have. It does have the heated rear seats. So there's some more stuff you can add onto these. I've seen them as much as like 45-ish. So you're $7,000 to $9,000 more for the top of the line RAV4. It is a little bigger. It is a little quieter. It is a little bit better ride, but it is a little bit more comfortable. But they are similar. My point that I'm trying to make is this one could do the job for a lot of people. It's big enough, it's high enough off the ground, it's comfortable enough, it gets good enough gas mileage, and for $9,000 you don't necessarily need the RAV4. The other thing is we're going to call it the same ground clearance. So the Corolla Cross Hybrid has 8 inches of ground clearance. The RAV4 hybrids all have 8.1 inches of ground clearance. So the ground clearance is the same. Really, it's just whether you want a little bit bigger car or some nicer features. The other thing is you can get a RAV4 hybrid LE. Those are usually like low 30s, 33-ish, about the same price as a Corolla Cross Hybrid SE. So Corolla Cross Hybrid SE has more stuff than a RAV4 Hybrid LE, which is kind of why they end up being about the same price. There is a more basic version of this. The Corolla Cross Hybrid SE does have some pretty good options on it standard. Okay, so we're going to compare size real quick. We did this in my other Corolla Cross versus RAV4 Hybrid, Corolla Cross versus RAV4 video. I'm going to set this front seat to where I would be comfortable. I'm like 5'10" and 212-ish pounds. So I'm a large American. So I would sit right about here. This would be comfortable for me in the RAV. And then I'll sit in the back here. So sitting behind myself, got about that much space. A few inches or so, 4 inches. Then back here, we'll look at this while we're at it. Well, we'll just go right to the front seat, and then we'll come to the cargo space later. So sitting in the Corolla Cross, it does feel like it sits a little bit lower, even though it has the same ground clearance. Feels like the seating position is just a little bit lower. So same deal. I'd probably chill right about here. This would be comfortable for me. And then sit behind myself. So I've got about an inch, so 3 inches difference in leg room. So there's the size comparison for the seating. Again, obviously this is a smaller car. This has less cargo space. It is pretty decent though. Got a decent amount of cargo space here. You can see it better when you got a size comparison. If I jump in here, there's that. RAV4 cargo space is quite a bit bigger. I can fit in here a little bit better. So it does have a good amount more space. Those are kind of the cargo space comparisons. So like I said in the beginning, this is going to be a little bit shorter video, but Corolla Cross is a little bit smaller. It's also a lower price point. It kind of fits into where the 2018, like the old body style RAV was. This is like an old, if you want to think of it this way, that's an old RAV, this is a new RAV as far as pricing and size, because these have gotten bigger. And my point is, the old RAVs worked great. People loved them. They worked awesome. They had plenty of space. They sold a bunch of them. So for a lot of people, this could be a really great option. It's a much better price point. Like I said, you can get them down closer to 33-ish for a more basic model, which is better than, you know, your average RAV4, like an XLE with cloth seats, is going to be 35-ish. So it really just depends on if you want something with a little bit more space. Same ground clearance, same all-wheel drive, all that stuff. A little more space. You do have an option to have more stuff in here. So I don't know. You tell me. Drop in the comments. Let me know which one you guys think would make more sense for you: Corolla Cross Hybrid or RAV4 Hybrid. And as always, we appreciate you watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.